Here we go again. It's time for another book review from me, and this time it's going to be this Adam Copeland on Edge. And first of all, can I just say, you can see there at the front of the book, you've got half of his face. If you bought the hardback edition, you got the other half of his face, and it was a clever little ploy to get people to buy both sides, so they had it matching up. But you know, I didn't fall for that. Chicken on the back, you got the other half of him without glasses. So if you had the both, you could put them both next to each other and it would make a full face. So yeah, publisher of this book, WWE Books, as you can see there. Year of release of this book, it came out in, it doesn't say, oh yeah, it does, 2005. Cost me $7.99 to buy this book, and as you can tell, you know, it's really thin. How many pages? It has 249 pages in this book. 249 pages of, in my opinion, rubbish. Throwing it away. Don't want that book. Easy to read, yeah, it's an easy read. Highlights of the book, it tells you about his injury and stuff like that. Low points of the book, it's, you know, it's pretty kayfabe. He'd written this when he'd only been in the WWE about, what, 5 years, so we didn't really have much to talk about. His early road stories were quite interesting, but apart from that, you know, nothing amazing. Low points of the book, you know, probably overweigh the highlights of the book. You know, it's just too short. He's not got much to talk about. Obviously, it was way before Gate, so that's probably the most entertaining point of his career from like a reader standpoint of wanting to know the true story. So yeah, that's not in there, so don't be looking for that. Would I buy it or not again? As you can tell by me throwing it over there, no, I would not buy it again. Worth reading? Yeah, I suppose it is worth reading, because, you know, I wouldn't say any wrestling book isn't worth reading unless it's like, you know, the child's book written for 5-year-olds, where it's like, this is Hulk Hogan, he is a wrestler, he is the champ, you know what I mean? You know, don't buy them books, but it's worth buying. Not worth buying, should I say, worth reading if you can lend it from somewhere, from a friend who stupidly bought it, aka me, from a library or somewhere like that. Then get it out, read it, and take it back. Rating for that book, I'd probably give it probably about 3 or 4 out of 10. You know, there's nothing in there. It's too short. You know, sweet part of the book, I'd say, talks about him and Hogan being a tag team, and how he always dreamed about being a tag team with Hogan back in the day, because he was his hero. So that's an alright point. But overall, this is a rubbish book. It's not on your priorities list if you want to read books, unless you're a massive Edge fan, of course. Then, you know, feel free. But, you know, I'm not really. That's my review, I suppose. So yeah.